Central Petroleum Company, better known as Simpico Lubricants, is a trusted name for high quality and performance lubricants. Simpico lubricants are proven to excel in heavy duty applications with over 260 national and international championship pulling titles. Simpico lubricant customers have proven the benefits and savings of trusting their equipment to Simpico lubricants. If you own or operate trucks, tractors, or heavy equipment, call today 1-800-553-1891 or online at simpico.com.
The official fan app for truck and tractor pulling. Sign up, pick winners, win cash. It's that easy. Fullpull.us.
At ProFab Machine, we strive to provide competitive, top-notch quality transmissions, transfer cases, and driveline products for truck and tractor pulling competition. ProFab uses modern machinery and the latest technology to produce high-caliber products. From the product materials to the heat treating process, quality and satisfaction are our number one priority. ProFab Machine, trusted since 1987.
Heavy diesel rebuilds and machine work is High Plains Performance's specialty. Their team of qualified and experienced professionals are at the top of their industry. Contact Doug for a quote today.
The Outlaw Truck and Tractor Pulling Association is the largest of 3 sanctioned national pulling associations with 16 classes and more than 350 competing vehicles streamed on outlawpulling.tv.
Truck and tractor pulling is evolving, and these guys are helping lead the charge. Jason Schultz, Logan Stevens, Jason Bittinger, Bert Forbes, real insight, real conversations, one goal: to grow the sport of truck and tractor pulling. Welcome to the Let's Grow Pulling Podcast.
Welcome back on this lovely Monday evening. I'm your host, Logan Stevens, alongside my other 2 co-hosts, Stu, the pull party coordinator, and Mr. Chris Kilbarger, our own historian, we'll put it.
Just killing time.
Voila. So we'll bring this in first because this didn't get changed over this week-long break we've had since our last time. We've got a new logo to show off here.
Woo! Limousine riding. Pro stock driving. That's great.
So, how's everyone doing? How was our weekends?
Mother Nature sucks, and I got a beef with her, and we're gonna have it out later this week. I'm gonna go to the closest weather tower I can find, and I'm gonna start banging it with a hammer. Friday night was packed. Fort Recovery, it was amazing. I was planning on getting there Saturday, but I watched the stream Friday night. It looked amazing. Shout out to Grant Theobald. Congratulations to him. It looks like he's really, really pushing hard to get extra Jello shots in Bowling Green. So I was so proud of him. That was awesome. And everybody, the winners, Super Rooster, everybody that was there. But yeah, I'm pissed off at Mother Nature. I'm not going to lie. I'm sure you guys are too. But other than that, I saw a lot of good streaming this weekend. I know, Chris, you were down at Summit County, correct?
We were at Marysville first, and then Summit County was our second one. Yeah, we were supposed to film at Marysville and got there, and they said there was an issue and we weren't allowed to film. So, but, that happens. So, nothing you can do about it. Then Talmadge, Summit County Fairgrounds, up in the land of the jet engines, up near Akron. There's a lot of cool stuff up there. It's a very small fair, incredibly small. There isn't even a sulky track.
Oh,
so
okay.
And it's hard to get in and out of. I'll put it that way. But we did, and I had to have 2 wristbands to get in.
Wristbands, no.
And then the one for for Saturday, because we got stopped at the gate, even with the hot pit pass, we still got stopped.
Are you going to keep those wristbands and keep them as a souvenir? And for future, you're going to put them up on the wall as what needs to have happen?
Oh yeah, I have a ton of wristbands from that and from music, and I have one signed by rock stars and all kind of stuff. So
nice. Mine's just from the metal.
From they make.
I only have.
You put them in jars and things, things like that, and you can put them both on a shelf, and they're nice decorations.
Well, I'm going to hang the ones that are from Bowling Green as a memorial, right? Like I remember those, but I'm not going to put up the ones that from the mental hospital.
Well, no,
I don't want to keep those wristbands. I throw those away, but the ones from BG I'll keep.
Those are for the special people.
yeah, and I have a shirt that has a short bus on it. We had everybody sign a couple of years ago, me and Big Andy. So, also want to give a shout out to some of my best friends, Junior and Steve. They're workers for OSTPA. Apparently, the Seneca County Fair got canceled the other night, but they were going to work it for the poll, but unfortunately got canceled. But that just means they're going to be, hungrier more for partying with me and BG in 15 days. But anyway, I'm going to give a shout out to those guys. Those are good friends of mine. So kind of feel bad. And again, Mother Nature sucks. And I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to have it out with her. So
yeah, it sucked on the way home. I tell you that. I didn't get home from Akron. It's supposed to be a 2 hours and 20-minute drive. It took me about 3 and a half, because it poured on the way home. I got home like 1:30 in the morning. So
wow.
I was not having a good day that night. So
Logan, what about you? And we talk a little bit about your run.
Well, so we started after our short week back here of only 2 days. We headed right back out for another 5 days worth of pulling.
Okay.
So traveled all across the Midwest this weekend, and only ran twice out of our 5 scheduled deals, just because of course their stuff all shifted around, and had a rust prevention session with both of the tractors with oil, so it worked out well. They didn't get all rusty as we got rained out the next couple nights. So we sat there and we drove through rain all the way to St. Louis, and then it was a nice quiet ride the rest of the way home after Altamont, Illinois there. But truly we're getting close to the end of the year, but it's still not over yet. There's still a ton of pulling left to go on.
Just keep climbing that mountain, man. You'll get there. Just keep climbing that mountain. I want to give a last quick shout out before we bring anybody on. I'm wearing my Wood County Fair shirt. If you guys can see that. 2X. It's a little tight. Jason says I'm a 3X, but I'm a 2X. I want to give out because this week is Wood County Fair in Bowling Green. I invite anybody around the area. Please go to the Wood County Fair. It's one of the best fairs in Ohio. And obviously they're great partners with the Blue Shirts and everybody from the National Track Pulling Championships. So enjoy the Wood County Fair this week. And that's kind of all I got for right now. Oh, yeah, he's got the hat. Nice. But what stains are on that hat? Are they vodka stains? Are they whiskey stains, beer stains?
Those are just old man sweat.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. I can't tell you what's on this hat. This is a new hat. I get a new hat every year. So this is my 2026 hat. So then when we retire it, we retire it in Andy's museum in his party barn. And then next year I get a new hat. So you'll get there, though, Logan. You'll get there. I have faith in you, brother. I see how hard you guys work, and I watch the streams and see you guys working behind the scenes and stuff. And I believe in you. I think you just keep going out there, and you're going to make it. You're going to get there, brother.
So you posted and brought up a couple pictures here, and let's give a shout out to these boys here that you wanted to talk about a little bit.
Yeah. I got a shout out to these guys. Heidi said they wanted to say hi to me because they love the fact that I love soft serve ice cream, which we know is not ice cream, but soft serve dessert, we'll say. I want to say hi to those guys. They were down at Fort Recovery. There's a really nice campsite. I must say I love that camper, and I really like their plastic RV reversible rug on the ground. They look like they're really comfortable. So I want to say hi to those guys, give them a shout out, say thank you, and I hope to see them in Bowling Green here in 15 days. Come down to the Prairie de Leon, see us, say hi, sign the camper. And then the other picture of the guys playing beer pong, I want to say that I'm very proud of those guys right there. That's pre-gaming right there for what's coming up in 15 days. That looks really cool. So I want to say hi to those guys. Also, thank you for coming to Fort Recovery. And just bring more people in, bring new people in. Let's get people excited, into the atmosphere, and we'll get them addicted to pulling. We'll get them as new fans, and this is how we're going to do it. So it's a long road, but that's why we walk, we don't sprint. So I want to say thank you to those guys as well, going on for Recovery. Very inspiring.
So talk about pre-gaming there for Bowling Green. I mean, the Wood County Fair is going on this week. What's all out there at the Wood County Fair? And I mean, they have to take off a whole week to get ready for all of your shenanigans.
They have so much stuff going on at the fair. Of course, they have the livestock. They have 4-H milkshakes is open right now. I can't even talk about how good 4-H milkshakes are. They're absolutely amazing. Everybody that volunteers there works their butt off. So please, anybody that's there, amongst all the food vendors that are there, please go visit the 4-H milkshake stand. I know they have a truck and tractor pull coming up. I believe this Saturday. I think it's 6, maybe 7 p.m. And then of course they have the Derby on Sunday. The Derby's packed. I mean, everybody goes to the demo Derby, whether it's the truck or the car. The Derby is the thing to see, and that's on Sunday evening. So it's one of the best fairs I've ever been to. I mean, Fulton County Fair is really good too. That's a monster, right off the turnpike right there in Wassian off 108. But Wood County Fair is a fantastic fair. It's a first-class event. They run it the right way. So I just want to give them a shout out and say good luck to them. I will be seeing them later this weekend. I can't get there during the week this week. I got to work and I have a lot going on getting ready for Bowling Green. But I will be there this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, to make an appearance and say hi to everybody and enjoy the fair.
I think this weekend we went from the second largest 4-H fair in the nation to probably one of the smallest fairs in Altamont, Illinois.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, Goshen, they packed that place full, and it's pulling from 9 a.m. to 10 p.m.
What's up with that red barn that's over it's a roof? Is that just for aesthetics? I saw
a stage there.
Okay.
When they're not pulling.
Okay. That looked really cool.
I don't know who they had in this year, but they always have big name country music artists or whatever it may be.
Okay.
And they're performing a couple nights before, and there's always a little bit of confetti in the track afterwards.
Well, it's you got to fight through that.
Hey, Stu, the folks we just shouted out, they just posted in the comments and say that was them.
Oh, awesome.
There you go.
Awesome. Well, tell them thank you. That was really cool to shout out. I'm glad they enjoyed, at least Friday night in Fort Recovery, and I really hope to see them here in a couple of weeks. That'd be really cool. Come down and meet me, say hi, have an alcoholic or non-alcoholic drink if you'd like. We'll have both. Sign the camper, sit on the couches, relax, and just kind of watch the parade go by. It's like sitting on the strip in Vegas. You sit at Caesar's Palace or the Flamingo, and you just watch the show go by all night. It's great for people watching.
And I saw what Case Conover is watching from out in Outlaw Land.
Nice. Nice.
Well, I think let's jump into our first promoter of the evening, Mr. Doug. Doug's going to kill me for this, and I'm horrible for names, but we're going to go Doug Baird from Woodbury here to tell us about the Woodbury County poll.
Woodbury County.
Doug, how's it going?
Good. How are you doing?
Hey, bud.
Oh, not too bad. So how do you pronounce your last name here?
It's Baird.
Baird.
Okay.
So, Doug, tell us a little bit about yourself, who you are, what you do, and how you got involved with tractor pulling.
Well, I got involved in tractor pulling years ago, of course, the fair, and then I campaigned a light super back in the day, and then a heavy diesel super. And then, of course, things change with family and everything else. So, been involved with the tractor pull at the fair for, oh my gosh, probably 30 years or better. This pull's been going on for over 60.
Wow.
Yeah, it's I was told that this pull started when the 856s came out. So it's probably about 60 years.
Holy smokes.
So it's been going on a long time. Yeah, now help a buddy of mine with his tractor, and of course I went from diesel to help him with alcohol, and he built a new tractor this year, and we're trying to get that thing dialed in. So you guys probably heard of the old Crazy Horse.
Oh yeah.
So yeah.
Is it funner to help, or is it funner to work on?
What's that?
Is it funner to help and work on, or is it funner to drive?
Oh, you get there's a little bit to both that I like. You can never pass up driving the tractor. I mean, that's just a feeling, especially when the chain, hits into the drawbar. There's no feeling like that when you hear that. But watching this go down the track, in this tractor we built from scratch ourselves, and it just gives you a good feeling that you did that, and watching it go. So.
Exactly.
What's the wildest ride you ever had when you were driving?
Probably doing the old side-to-side tire dance. Kevin Bauer actually shut me down.
Ooh.
Yeah, that was with a light super back in probably the early 2000s. Hey, we just talked about that in Rock Valley. He goes, "Yeah, I remember that." He says, "I shut you down for a reason."
Yeah.
That's
So,
great.
tell us a little bit about the event going on that you're putting on here this weekend.
Yeah, we so the Outlaws were Saturday night. We got the light superstock ag, which is a fun class. It really is. You know, you got all different colors in there, diesel and alcohol running, and which that's the only class that we can do that. And we got the super farms, light pros. I know I'm going to miss one. The light mods. We got some 4-wheel drive pickups, and I think we got 6 classes this year.
Nice. What is your fan base usually like? Do they like plugs or the smoke?
A lot of them in our area are smoke, but
Okay.
We're 15 miles from Sioux City, and so that crowd, you know, always likes the noise.
Gotcha. Okay.
We're good, you know, but you know, you gotta keep that separated a little bit. You gotta have a little of everything.
Sure. What do you like to do as your curtain call class? What do you usually have as the last class to keep them, you know, in the seats waiting for that class to come up?
It all depends on the track.
Okay.
You know, and what we do have the unlimited super stocks. So, you know, a lot of people like waiting for that class.
Okay.
And we used to have the diesel super stock class also, but that class, you know, it's kind of died off in the Outlaws.
Okay.
Which is sad. But
you can get a little flame show going on at night. That always works.
oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So you're putting on the event this weekend. From a fan's perspective, tell us a little bit more about what it takes to get in, how much, and where it's actually at.
It is in the town of Mobile, Iowa, at our fairgrounds. One thing that Highway 20 going across Iowa does have road construction right there at Mobile. So there is DOT signs out. You actually got to kind of go into town to get there a little bit, but there is signs posted. The other thing, it starts at 7:00, and at 6:30, I believe it is, we have a big antique tractor show. Guys bring in their tractors, and so we have a parade of tractors. We usually start that about 6:30, and that lasts till 7, and then we do the national anthem and get the pole rolling. I believe to get in the pits, it's $25, and then I think it's $20 per person, and then of course it's broke down for kids after that. But I might be wrong on the price for the grandstand event, but I think it's close to that.
Yeah, awesome. So how's your crowd been in the past? And I guess my other question is kind of what bigger towns are you close to there in Iowa?
Sioux City's 15 miles away.
Okay.
Our fan base is great. Our stands are usually packed. And so we ended up putting some more bleachers and stuff on the pit side just to help, you know, with that flow. The other thing with that, a couple years ago, we started a beer garden. We never had alcohol on the fairgrounds, so you know that kind of helps, keeps the party going longer, I guess, after the pull.
Yeah.
Is it BYOB or do just people have to purchase on site?
Nope, we have what we call the beer barn, and then down at the pits, we actually have a beer garden down there.
Okay.
We call it a beer garden, but you know, you got an area you can be in, but just like anything, can't go out past those areas.
Yeah.
And then,
yeah.
But that's kind of helped the fair out, you know, bring in some more revenue and otherwise, you know, they always said that, well, you know, don't want anybody bringing alcohol in. And I said, well, everybody in the pulling trailers got beer.
Yeah.
So
exactly. That's a little hard to regulate.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I applaud you though for at least trying something new. You know, not everything's going to stick to the wall, but I applaud you guys for at least trying that. That's a good, you know, it's a good start.
Yeah, the other thing is that we started doing too. If you at the main gate, if you buy a ticket for the tractor pull, that gets you into the fair too.
Oh, that's awesome.
So,
That's good.
yeah, before, you know, we were charging for both, and we finally said, hey, you know, we're kind of double dipping here. Let's back this off a little bit, because, you know, things are kind of tough right now for families, but
Sure.
you know, just if you're going to the show, hey, get into the fair and enjoy the fair a little bit, and of course all the fair foods and
Is there a must do food that you tell people as they come they have to try?
Oh, I got to have a tater ribbon.
Okay.
A what?
A tater ribbon. They
Ribbon.
spiral cut a potato and then put like nacho cheese on it.
Oh,
Yeah, deep fat fried.
Oh,
Oh yeah, that's good.
oh my God. I just died thinking about that. That sounds amazing.
But
Oh,
it's
good.
my cheese. It's nacho cheese.
Oh, yeah. So that you were talking earlier about the number 2 fair for your state. Well, our fair is the number 2 in the state of Iowa for the most 4-H and FFA members.
Wow.
So yeah, we're pretty proud of that. And the only
Awesome.
county that is bigger than us is right around Des Moines.
Okay.
yeah. I mean, that's kind of always been the pretty cool thing about Goshen, is the only fair in the United States that's bigger than it is one out in Canada, or sorry, one out in California, which
Yeah.
might as well be Canada with their gun laws. But
Yep. But for the state, we're the
Yeah.
number 2 in the state.
That-
So
that's
cool.
huge. And yeah, that just the youth presence of the 4-H and the FFA.
Yes.
right.
I'd love to see a picture of one of these things. I'm curious now.
How
I've
long?
never seen a ribbon.
I've
Ribbon cut chips as well.
I mean, I've seen them, but not with cheese. Like that's
Oh yeah.
Well, we'll have one, and I'll send a picture to Schultz.
okay. Sweet, that'll work. Awesome. Thank you.
Wow.
That'd be sweet. Well, anybody that's going is going to enjoy them. I'm envious of them. That's great.
JT Biz wants to know, how far are you from Knoxville?
Oh, probably a couple hours.
Okay. So I was just looking at here while Stu is going on. So, I mean, you've got Sioux City right there in your backyard, but you go an hour and a half north and you have Sioux Fall, and then you go an hour and a half south and you have Omaha. So
Yep.
you're right in the middle there of 2 bigger population centers as well. So if you're in one of those towns or anywhere along there, go on down to Mobile, Iowa, and watch yourself a night of great pulling there.
Exactly.
That sounds like fun. That's sweet.
Yeah, we have a good time there, and I think it was trying to remember the year here. I think it was 18. Maybe we actually got a pull of the year, so
Oh, cool.
pretty proud of that. We try to get it again, but that is hard to do. Very hard.
Yeah. And that's awesome too
There's
as
some
well.
big ones out there.
So are you all ready to go for this weekend? How's everything shaping up for the poll?
Well, of course, you know, we're a fair, so we have many events. Today we had to put up a rodeo arena, and then so we have a 2-day rodeo, and then Friday night we have a Dylan Scott concert, and then then Saturday morning the stage has to get out of there, and then we'll start building our track.
Awesome.
Wow.
Nice. How's the weather look?
Rain next day or so, and
Mhm.
then it's supposed to be some pretty decent temperatures, so
Okay.
That's
cool.
awesome.
should be
Yeah.
a good week for the fair.
So how long does the actual fair run till?
The actual start date of the fair is Wednesday, and it runs through Sunday.
Oh, man.
Huh.
Cool.
So what final things, who's helping you out here with this event the most? Your sponsors and partners.
We have Nutrient Ag that helps us. They actually help us with the track and donate their time and then some money. And they, you know, of course, they bring all the water for us and then a sprayer to help get the water on track. I know I'm going to miss somebody. We have a United Bank of Iowa that helps us out. Veterinary equipment. They help supply machinery to get everything done. I know I'm going to miss somebody. Shoot. And I just looked at this too.
Hey, it's like Christmas cards. You're going to miss somebody, but they won't take it personally. Don't worry.
And then we have a lot of just volunteers that help us, from packing the track to, scraping. We got Trevor Cockburn. He has a fencing company. He donates some of his equipment. There are just so many people that come and help us. It's great. And without them, we have 36 Fair Board members, but everybody's doing something else. And, we need that help. We need volunteers. And a lot of times you can't get volunteers anymore. It's a struggle, but we have been doing good. The same guys always come out and help us with the tractor pull, and it's much appreciated. And I know we don't tell them that enough, but we really do appreciate it.
Well, that's truly awesome. And it takes a whole crew to put that on. So really looking forward to see how your event turns out this weekend there in Mobile, Iowa, the Woodbury County Pull there with the Outlaws. Should be a great group of pullers headed out your way. And best of luck to you here this weekend.
All right, thanks. And I forgot to say, this is our 98th year for the fair too.
Wow.
So
2 more years and it will be a lot older than I am.
Oh, yeah.
As you work towards that big triple-digit 100. So best of luck this weekend and have yourself a great night.
All right. Thank you.
Good luck, Doug.
Thanks, guys.
That is Mr. Doug from the Woodbury County Tractor Pull.
That sounds like
very
really
difficult
cool.
to say after having the Woodbury County FFA pull down there in I think it's Woodbury, Kentucky.
Okay.
I know Ethan Foster is going to correct me on that, but both phenomenal events. So we're going to transition just a couple more than a couple, but a few miles down the road, and we're going to talk a little bit about pulling in Rockwell, Iowa, here with Mr. Tim Newring. So we're going to roll a promo video, and we are going to jump right into Rockwell, Iowa.
Nice. From what I heard,
That's the only one that has all of them?
that has all of them.
Really?
So I didn't realize that. BG would have
Well,
that.
Well, BG got rid of what did they get rid of this year? Everybody was angry about it. Is that what it was? Yeah. They need more space. Maybe we need to buy the company that's right next to the fairgrounds. It's like a propane company or something. Maybe they should just buy them out and use that, take over that area. It's probably a good 3 or 4, maybe 5 acres.
Yeah.
He had a great promo. I don't know if you guys saw it on Facebook. I saw it today. He had a great promo for this. He had dubbed over a scene from Big Trouble in Little Chinatown with Kurt Russell, and they had a pro stock or something in the background, and it said, they're in the elevator in the movie, and they're like, I feel pretty good. I feel invincible. And I cracked up for like 5 minutes straight. I thought it was the funniest social media little makeup thing I've seen in a long time. So when he comes back on, I got to give him props for that. Whoever's doing his social media, that was hilarious. Really cool.
Do we have him back now?
Are
Tim,
you there?
got us now.
Hey, there he is.
Hey, man.
There we
All right.
go.
Sorry, fellas.
We've
That
been
is
glitchy
all good.
tonight. It's fine.
Tim, how's your evening going?
Fantastic. Super excited, man. It looks like a great week here in Rockwell.
Nice.
So, Tim,
Is it true that you're the only Grand National event that has all the classes in it?
It is.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yep.
That's
And it
amazing.
shows with the numbers.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah. By the way, whoever's doing your social media, I saw that video they put up where it was dubbing the Big Trouble in Little China, and they're in the elevator, and he goes, "I feel pretty invincible." I laughed for like 5 minutes. I love that.
Yeah,
That was
it was
great.
cool.
That was cool.
So, Tim, how'd you get involved here with the North Iowa Nationals?
Well, I've been with them from the start, I guess, lucky me, but 17 years now. We got approached if we'd be interested in having an event, and at first we didn't know because we were used to mom and pop's pulls back on the farm, and we decided to pledge $250,000 to a new aquatic center project.
Oh, wow.
And we needed a fundraiser, so we started with the NTPA.
Wow.
That's
so
cool.
This all started as one big fundraiser, as we'd call it, is what you're telling us.
Absolutely. Yep.
There you go. So what you have, before we jump into it, you have all the classes there this weekend. What classes are you looking most forward to?
Well, being as I also farm, I love smoke. So the smoke for me is a big deal. And I guess if you can see it 5 miles away, it's pretty cool to me. So
Do you anchor the class? Do you anchor a certain smoke class at the very end to keep people in their seats to the very end?
to be honest with you, I let the professionals do that. I do the behind the scenes.
Okay.
So what is the biggest behind the scenes that goes on leading up to this event that most people don't realize?
Man, there's so much planning involved, from organizing the hundreds of volunteers to getting sponsors to, I don't know, there's just so much. It's hours and hours and hours of work. Our committee meets every other week, pretty much year round. And I guess we take it serious, and I believe it shows after 17 years. It just keeps getting bigger, and we've been voted Grand National Poll of the Year 3 times, which is an amazing feat. And I guess we just keep getting bigger because of the volunteers and the sponsors. I don't think we've lost more than 2 sponsors over 17 years. So it's been really, really cool.
Yeah.
Your list of sponsors is huge from what I was reading.
That was a big thing that Travis Slaubaugh, when he was on last year talking about this event, your hometown puller there, going on and on about, is just how much partnership and fellowship you guys have there in the town of Rockwell, Iowa.
Yeah,
So,
it's crazy. We're a town of 900 people, and when you bring, I don't know, 10,000 people or more to a town that size, it's a big deal. And everybody gets involved. I mean, every single vendor is nonprofit. I mean, there's nobody making money. It all goes back in the community. Individually, they're not making money themselves. All the way from the church groups having their pies, and the football team having nachos, and the church group having another church group having burgers and stuff. But that's what I think is really neat, is every single vendor is nonprofit.
Do you have a favorite when it comes to any of the food vendors? Like a couple of them that people have to, it's a must see, must do?
All of them.
Well, yeah. Don't tell me all of them, because I'll go to all of them.
Yeah. You like a good time, right?
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah. I guess I really like our steak sandwiches that the Lions Club has in their tents. And the loins are great too. But really, I don't think you can go wrong with any of them. It's just, it's so cool. They all put so much work into it to please everybody coming to town. And, it's just, it's an amazing event.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah. That's phenomenal. I mean, you have every single class. Every class pulls twice across 5 sessions, kicking it off Thursday at 6 p.m. Central there with the Superstock Open 2-wheel drive trucks, Superstock Diesel 4x4s, minis, light mods, and mods. So
what's the camping like there, Tim?
The camping?
Yeah.
Yep. So it's primitive, but we got about 120 sites. Currently, I think there's 80 some that are rented out.
Okay.
We anticipate it being close to full, but it's a really nice grass area, and the way the weather looks, no issues at all getting in and out. They have a lot of fun out there, that's for sure.
That's awesome. That's great. That sounds like fun. That's cool.
So I have a little video here, a little promo for this Rockwell Truck Fest. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
So it's a new event we started 3 years ago, and it is growing very fast, which most of our events do in Rockwell, so that's pretty cool. But it's going to be a show and shine for pickups and semis. It's going to be a dyno. We're going to have a burnout lane, which seems to be the attraction for the young people now. There'll be 3 concerts. There'll be a points drag racing on our dirt track. And on Friday night, I guess there'll be a truck pull. So those that they'll have 6 classes plus a pull which you drove. So it's pretty cool. Lot going on. We're going to back-to-back weekends, so it's a little bit difficult behind the scenes, but we're going to pull it off, and it's going to be amazing.
How many volunteers do you have that helped you with the whole event?
So we've got 40 members in our Lions Club, and I guess something that's really neat, and it all goes back to this tractor pull. We average 31 years of age for a Lions Club. That's unheard of in the United States. So, we got, like I said, there's 40 of the Lion members, and then it's hundreds of volunteers.
Gotcha.
And when we have a work night, like tomorrow night, we'll have 40 some people show up to help.
Wow. What's your secret sauce?
I don't know. I guess community spirit.
Okay.
Absolutely love tractor pulling. I mean, it's just crazy. I hear people that are salesmen all the time that go across the state and they actually say where they're from, and everybody's heard of Rockwell and they've been to Rockwell to the tractor pull. So I mean, it's definitely a national event. I mean, I believe what put us on the map was 2020, the COVID year, when we were the only pull. And man, we had a lot of people from out east join us that year, and what a gamble, but it sure paid off.
That's awesome.
Robert Miner's asking here, how many Grand National classes are there? There are 14 Grand National classes that will be there this weekend in Rockwell, Iowa. So, of course, we see there $30 a session, 25 if you pick it up there beforehand, and 125 to take care of the whole weekend. Just make it simple and save you a couple bucks there. How's preparations coming along for the event? What did you guys work on today, and what's left to do?
Oh man, we're pretty much ready. We're doing pretty good right now. We're just we have to bring in a few portable bleachers. We're setting those up tonight. We just got our Packers wrapped. First time we've ever done that, so we're going to be putting the weight back in them and getting that done tonight. Tomorrow night, like I said, to be the finishing touches. I like to call it putting lipstick on a pig, so to say. But man, the grounds looks amazing. If you haven't been here before, you're really missing out. What's really nice about us is 17 years ago, it was a hayfield. That's all that was there. So we could build this as a pulling facility. So, we got 90 acres that our Lions Club purchased, so we wouldn't be landlocked.
Mm-hmm.
And over the years, Plumbing and Heating have been great presenting sponsors. If you don't mind, I'll just quickly do a few of the top ones.
Go right ahead.
Van Wall, Hefty Seed, Hess Seeds, North Iowa Collision Center, Spray Tech, Marzen Seed, Ziegler Cat, BSF, Syngenta, Steffes, Auctions, Window World, Red Power Team, Curry's Asa Abloy, Stellar, and Valent. And I'll bet we got another 60 to 70 sponsors on top of all those. So, I mean, We've been very, very fortunate, and I'd like to think it's because we're doing a good job of giving them value and doing what's right by them also.
Very much so. And it takes a whole crew to put that on. So, Tim, we know you're a busy man, so we'll let you get back to getting all set up and prepared for this weekend out there. And best of luck, and may you have some phenomenal weather.
Have fun.
Right now, it sounds like it's 78 to 80 every day, so it sounds good.
That's
So,
perfect.
Nice.
it's going to be nice for sure.
Much success.
Thank you
That's
very, very much.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
You bet.
Yep.
Bye-bye.
He did.
Mr. Tim Nuring with the Rockwell, Iowa, one of the most phenomenal events across the whole season.
How do you not want to just go up to him and give him a high five? Like everything, it was like, hey, we got dirt drags, we got a burnout pit, we're trying this, we're trying that. We listen to the pullers, we listen to the fans, we're trying to make it better. Like, I mean, everything that he said was amazing. Like, I want to give the guy a high five and just run out and see what I can do to help. I mean, that seems really cool. That seems like a really cool event.
And they seem to travel well too. The actual Lions Club, you see them at other polls, which is really, really neat.
Yeah,
I believe that's what he told me
stuff.
last year. I mean, the first thing they did as a poll when they were getting it all kicked off is they went to almost every other poll that they could go to, just taking notes, seeing what everyone else is doing, what they liked, what they didn't like. And then that's how they decided. They all got together and they're like, this is how we're going to do it. And
that's cool.
They got her done.
That's
So
great.
we have one more group of guys here to help us out tonight. And we are going to go over to Pat and Craig with the Cumming County poll. So we're going to jump right into it. Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Hey.
Hey.
Cheers.
Yeah, cheers.
Cheers. Hey, bros.
So go ahead and introduce you guys because I am not going to try to pronounce your last names.
Well, I'm Pat Schlickburn, and this is Craig Schloffman. And, we kind of head up the getting the track ready and so forth.
Awesome. So where is the Cumming County Fair at?
We're in West Point, Nebraska. So, just Highway 275 and down on West Washington Street.
That big red country?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we
All
got
right. I will make sure.
West Point Implements, a big sponsor, and we make sure we keep quite a bit of red stuff on the track.
Nice.
Awesome. So Friday, August 7th there, 2026, starting there 7 p.m. sharp, the first hook drops. Tell us first a little bit about the event that you're putting on there.
Yeah, so we've kind of been growing our poll, it seems like every year. 4 years ago, we ended up having to build, and we basically built a whole new track, made it basically equivalent to where we could almost run 3 sleds down if we really wanted to. It'd be tight, but we were 2 sleds wide on Friday night, and we've slowly been with sponsors. That's the biggest thing, sponsors and donors. Been growing our poll quite a bit, it seems like, in the last couple of years, which is good.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's the biggest thing there is keeping the poll going year after year. How many years has this poll been going on?
Well, we've had tractor pulls for, way back in the 70s, and but this is our 6th year with
6th or 7th year with the Outlaws.
Yeah.
We were Nebraska Bush before that.
Yeah, we were a charter member with Nebraska Bush for a long time, and then Andrew Meister Repair said, "Hey, I'll throw some money in this deal if you guys go Outlaw." So he sponsors the Light Limited Pro class, And then JP Electric sponsors the natural aspirated two-wheel drive class for us. So those are two big sponsors for the pull, along with we've got 104 or 5 sponsors total.
Yeah, we've got quite a few individual sponsors. We got a lot of anonymous, but then we have quite a few other sponsors that put in to help make our pull happen.
What do you guys think is the secret sauce to it growing every year?
I'm going to say the donors. And
Okay.
honestly, we've been very fortunate with the turnout. And, you know, our donors, we got a lot of people that are backing, you know, like Pat said, you know, we have individuals that are sponsoring the entire class. So, like, we as a fair board, we don't have to throw anything really. I mean, just a little bit at that class to have them, which helps, you know, which helps out quite a bit.
Yeah, that's how we can. We've got 9 classes pulling, so that draws quite a few people in just on that. And also, I think what really has been helping too is, you know, we've always had a good turnout. Everybody likes to come, and we really like our weekend of second full weekend in August because
Yeah.
you know the school starts the next week and everybody's got their last hurrah and come on in.
That's a really good point. Do you guys have any like food vendors there you want to give a shout out or like a must do food?
I wish I could show you the list. So actually at our fair, we are very fortunate in our county. We have every food vendor we have down at our fairgrounds, and we have, we probably have 40.
Oh, wow.
Close to 40 food vendors when you add everything up between the 4-H stands, the private, you know, food trucks, the church stands, the, you know, whatever.
Mhm.
All of them are from inside the county or reside inside the county.
Okay.
We don't allow any outside, and that's kind of the way we like to do it because the county fair is meant to showcase your county. So yeah, that's one thing that we're kind of big on. So we have all kinds of food vendors and that kind of stuff. But the biggest thing, we've got a lot of changes that we've kind of added this year
Okay.
to our schedule that's already full. But especially on Friday night, we're kind of changing up a few of our how the night's going to roll. So hopefully that draws a little bit of a crowd for us also. We normally pull a pretty big crowd since we are basically an open cooler grounds.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people think that hurts, but we get, I think, the crowd on the opposite side. So we get the gate entry versus the, you know, the sales. So
Do you limit it to just cans, like just aluminum cans, no glass bottles, that kind of thing?
Correct.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, we're used to that at BG. So yeah, no, that's cool. I mean, if it's an idea that you guys can try and it doesn't work in the end, you know, in a year or two from now, you try something else, right? Like you have to try new things to try and get more people, more fans in. So no, I applaud you for trying that. That's cool.
Actually, we've been doing it forever.
Oh, cool. Okay.
We have not changed it. Our local sheriff's department actually prefers it that way.
Oh.
So
okay.
Got to keep the sheriff's department happy. You know?
Yeah, you got to keep the sheriff happy.
Exactly.
No, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and since we've gone to the 2 sleds on Friday night this year, you know, we usually get done right around 10 o'clock or so. So we're going to
Oh, wow.
band in
Okay.
the beer garden afterwards and a drone show.
We'll have a drone show right after the polls.
Really?
Everyone in the stands will be able to stay there as soon as the last hook goes down. Drones are going to go up just right off of our track, and then we'll have the drone show going on right after that. And then
that is so cool. That is so cool.
Yep.
That's a great idea.
So
Nice.
yeah, and I know a lot of people like coming to West Point because we get the opposite side. Like I'm going to plug Mike Idle, you know, the announcer, one of the announcers for the Outlaws. He loves coming to West Point because he goes, "Wow, you guys move a lot of iron, and you move a lot of iron quick."
Yeah.
We try to keep every hook about 2 to 3 minutes going down. So
that's quick.
We like to keep a fast-paced show, but also keep it where it's still a decent show.
Yeah.
So
you got to keep Mike on his toes.
Oh, we definitely do. We definitely do. Mike's a great guy.
Mike's a good guy. I agree.
He's a great announcer. A couple years ago, he had a mustache, and I called him Trooper Mikey from Super Troopers, and he must have not liked that because he shaved it the next week on Outlaw Live, and I'm like, "Hey, what happened?" He's like, I didn't, you know." I'm like, "Oh, it looked great on you." I don't like being called Trooper Mike. I'm like, whatever. I thought it was great. So
he's good. But yeah, so no, we're hoping for a really good turnout this year. We've got a lot of local interest, and that's kind of nice where we're at. We have a lot of lot of good people in the polling world, not too terribly far away from us, kind of where we're located. So that also helped.
Where's the closest big city to you?
So we're basically smack dab in between, I would say, about almost smack dab in between like Norfolk and Omaha.
Okay.
So Omaha would be probably the closest, about 70 miles away. And then Norfolk's about 40 miles.
Yeah, that's nothing. Then you're going to get a really good crowd from both those directions. That's great.
Correct. And then like having Weeping Water the night before, that's not too terribly far away.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Nice.
Wow. So, how do you guys decide every year which classes that you want to hold there at your poll?
Well, it's a good question.
Yeah.
So obviously with what Pat talked about with obviously the light limited pros because of Andrew Meister being local and, you know, right in town, having shop right in town. And then the naturally aspirated, we have some local, quite a few local guys right there. So obviously we want to cater all of our local guys. Super Farms, we have probably 7 right around here. Pro stocks, we have a few around here, not a whole lot. We don't really offer that class right now, but that's something we may be looking into. We have the light limited pro stocks, but I don't know. We kind of just see what falls in the schedule and what works, and we sit and talk with the Outlaw boys, and we have a few classes that we for sure want to see. So that's why we kind of do that, and then see which class is maybe going to bring more numbers.
The other question I asked the other couple guys tonight, do you guys have a certain class that you use as your anchor that is the last class that you show to keep everybody in the stands till the very end? Do you have that?
Well, yeah, probably our most popular class is the Super Farms because we got, you know, the Ultimate Muscle and Chad Weiss in camp, and you know those guys are real close and
cool. A lot of local people.
Yeah, and that Nebuta.
Yep. I would love to have the semis, but you know, because that people love seeing a semi go down the track.
Sure.
Everyone loves it.
Yeah, I'd always love to see the diesel pickups if we could get
keep them running.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to keep
in the season. They get to be kind of few.
It's a lot of carnage between the start of the season and us. It seems like
they lean on them pretty hard, to be honest.
Yeah.
But yeah, otherwise we try to put on a good show every year and have fun doing it.
It sounds like you guys know what's going on and you know how to grow the sport because obviously you're growing every year. So I applaud you. That it sounds like that would be a really good event to go to. That sounds like a lot of fun.
We try to have some fun.
Sure. There's many different definitions of fun, right? Like some people think, that's the thing. Like everybody's definition of fun is different things. But I mean, like you sound that your event, like you said, the schedule-wise, it looks like it's really good because it's right before school starts. So the kids of any age really want to have fun with their friends. They want to meet all their friends there. Hey, mom and dad, let's go to the pool because X, Y, and Z friend are going to be there, and I want to see them one last time before we go back to school. Like that's a really good time in the schedule for you guys to schedule this. So like I applaud you. Like that's probably a big reason why you're growing too.
Well, and we're just sitting a week before Wisner and just a few days before Iowa State Fair.
Yeah.
So it's, everybody's close by in the area.
Yeah. It is nice if they can get, kind of a route going and hit multiple. It's a lot more intriguing for them to, maybe make a route if you got multiple hooks within a couple hours of each other.
Yeah. The night before. So,
yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, that's awesome. So kind of one last deal is how much do you got left to do to get ready for this poll this weekend?
Everything. No.
Yeah.
Everything they say.
Yeah, our portable bleachers, they'll be rolling in here in a couple days. And then we've got all the mowing done today and things, are looking like there's going to be a show there. But we've got a pretty good rain chance in the next 2 days, so we haven't really tore up the track any yet just to find out what we're going to get for rain.
Well, I'll talk to Mother Nature because I got a beef with her from last weekend in Fort Recovery, so I'll talk to Mother Nature for you, see what I can do.
Yeah, so and Thursday we have the Northeast tractor pullers on our track, and so we'll have we'll have her good and broke in for Friday night.
Cool.
That's good.
Awesome. Well, best of luck there this weekend. It's going to be a great show out there. And you guys try to stay cool because it might get a little warm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it won't be too bad though. I mean, we're used to hot weather by now, so
That's true.
Good luck and cheers, you guys.
So it ain't too bad.
Yeah, I think tomorrow's only supposed to be a high of 70, so we're
Oh, that's perfect.
yeah.
Oh, that
So,
it's going to be beautiful then. Well, once again, the Cumming County Fair there in West Point, Nebraska. Friday, starting there at 7 p.m. With a whole slew of classes. So best of luck this weekend, boys, and I hope everything goes well.
appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you guys.
Thank you. Good luck.
Have a good one.
Thanks.
Yep.
There you go. The Cumming County Fair.
Guys are nice guys. They're growing every year. They're growing the sport. That's the whole point. So I applaud them. That would be a really good event to go to.
Are we ready for the shenanigans?
Chris is killing it.
Might as well just jump right in. Killing time with Chris.
Woo-hoo.
What do you got in store for us this week, Chris?
I'm still on memory lane, and this week would have been back in the olden days. We'll call it that.
November 12th, 1955.
1955, not that far back. Back in 1976, Governor James A. Rhodes of Ohio decided they were going to have a tractor pull at the Ohio State Fair. And they had it from 1976 to 1997. And then they pulled up stakes and said, nope, we're done. Because the person that was in charge of the fair board was, I'll say it, he was an idiot.
Ooh.
There was no reason for it. You have to, you can't have a fair, especially a state fair, and say we're an agricultural fair and not have trucks and tractors.
Amen.
You can't do it. It's wrong. So you got to have something. Even if it's antiques pulling, you got to have something.
Yeah.
So right now, the Ohio State Fair is going on, and I've been boycotting it ever since 1997. I've written letters.
You're not salty at all, Chris. You're not salty at all about this.
Back in the day, you had the Fort Recovery, you had your Ohio Swing, you had what do they call it? The Buckeye Challenge, we'll call it. That you had, if you had the main point skidder for Fort Recovery, the Ohio State Fair, and Bowling Green. They were back to back to back, 3 weeks in a row. And if you could handle that swing, you were pretty much a lock to win the points in whatever class that you're in.
And you were a lock to go to the ER at the end of that.
Oh, you were?
Yeah, if you were a fan.
But they wrote you a big check,
Yeah.
So, but they had at the Ohio State Fair 4 days out of the week.
Yeah.
It was Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So it was a great time to be. So I got some pictures of it. The first one I got out there. I got some. I set the Wayback Machine to see what I could find. There was a dude that's actually from 1976 on there. It's an Oliver 88. His name was Richard Harris. He's from Plain City, Ohio, and he actually won the first pole. He was that's a 5,000 pound super stock back in the day. That's what it would have looked like.
That's cool.
Back in the 70s. So, and the crazy thing is, he's still up until not very long ago, he was still pulling that tractor. In the antiques, the National Antiques Pullers, he actually won a trophy with them. He was the national championship for the National Antique Pullers with the same tractor. So, which is kind of crazy, but just having a 5,000 pound super stock class is pretty wild, to be honest. But because there's one of them there, and there's another picture, if you can put that up, of him coming off the line at the Ohio State Fair.
Oh wow!
Yeah, a little bit of Yeah, he's got her up in the air and hunting. So, yeah, that's your 76 pulling right there. You know,
That's
he's
crazy.
got a cigarette in the mouth and his barrel hat going on. You know, he's got her going.
Damn.
And tires are bigger than their whole tractor. You know, and it's a tricycle, which is awesome.
How'd you like to be on that, Logan?
Oh boy. That is true early tractor pulling there.
Yep.
I mean, as Chris said, cageless there with a bucket hat and a cigarette in the mouth.
Yep.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
just the way it worked, man. That's it. You just pulled her off the farm, tuned her up, put some weights on her, and the biggest tire you could find, and went.
I'm not saying they were tougher back then, but I think some of those guys had bigger
Yeah, he
pulls.
was.
I'm just
He
gonna
was
say it.
1978 MTPA champion in the 5,000 class, and he was a 1976 and 77 OSTPA champ.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, but you know, with those poles, you had 5,000, 7,000, 9,000, and 12,000 pound classes.
Gotcha.
You didn't have trucks yet. You didn't have any of the rest of that. But they actually had there was a grandstand back in the day at the fairgrounds. You could see it behind him.
Mhm.
It was beautiful. But at first they pulled it right beside the grandstand, and then they said, no, that's too loud. They moved it clear across the track.
Oh,
There used to be a sulky track actually at the state fair, and that went away. But then they moved it. They moved the tracks over to, I think they called it Crew Stadium for a while, but Crew Stadium's moved. But they have the Sonic Temple is still at the one of the things, but they moved it clear over in the parking lot, and then they moved it back. So, but they've always had two tracks, or darn near. They were the first ones to do that. Actually, the Teays Valley Tractor Pullers Association, which if you look that one up, there are some amazing people that came out of that group. That they actually were the brains behind having that pull there.
okay.
But there's that's old. That then I went into some other archives and I found
That's
some
cool.
of the trucks. This was from 1997. This is the last year that they hooked tractors. And yes, that is Ricky Long's Willie Make It in 1997. That is a screenshot off somebody's video. So, but one thing you can see if it's a state fair, they had the big what they call it. It was like a loop ride that you went upside down with. It looked like a train that went upside down.
Oh, yeah. They still have those.
Yeah, that was always there in the background, almost always. But if you saw film of anything, so there's Willie Make It, Ricky Long, which just won a hook. Now it's obviously it's owned by somebody else now. Who do you think that is? There's a name it. He is a person that's still around. He's from Circleville, Ohio. And actually that truck is, or at least the body and the wing and everything are still out there.
Really?
Owned by Kevin Campbell or Kyle Campbell. I think both of them have driven it. That is the Missouri Raider of Dick McPherson. So that's when he had that body on it. That truck is now called Fu Manchu. For the OSTPA. It says, 8-second ride on Fu Manchu, live like you're dying.
Yeah.
It's a great song. So, but that was him back in the day.
That's cool.
You can see the loop in the background as well. Let's see what do we have next? That's a person that just won a hook not very long ago. I think it's painted quite a bit differently than it is now, but you can almost read the B.
I'm gonna be upset if you don't get this.
Who, me? You guys are testing me?
You better get this.
I'm testing both of you.
I gotta get closer to the screen. I got diabetes eyes.
Oh, that's right. You got the little screen going on.
Well, I got diabetes eyes. You know, I'm losing every day. It's just a slow decline.
I'm hearing complaints for not knowing your history.
Dude, you just assume I didn't buy my high school diploma. Most people earn it. I had to slip some 50s underneath the table. I do not know. I honestly do not know, guys. I'm looking at
Mr.
this.
Rick Peters.
Really?
Yep, Grand Old Man in Central Ohio.
Wow.
Mr. Thornville, the Buckeye
The
Special.
Buckeye Special.
Wow. Now, is that still out there?
No,
in a different form, but that tractor's probably still pulling.
That's what I meant. Like the body, the sheet metal's all different, but
Oh yeah.
oh,
Okay.
it's
I know he
completely
has a
different.
newer. Yeah, he's got a newer chassis than that.
okay.
That was back when everything was like Midwest, and
Yeah, the headers are completely wonky too.
oh yeah, it probably had a 41 Rodak on it at the time.
Cool picture though.
Who do you think that one is? I know it's blurry. That was a tough one. It's a dead giveaway.
Well, not for me, but
He's no longer with us, unfortunately. But
Oh,
his son
that
did
sucks.
pretty well.
I feel like this is
Yeah.
Tractor Pull Jeopardy, and I'm, the bad Sean Connery, and I'm
Yeah, you're losing.
negative 25,000 points.
David, 25,000 points.
Yeah.
That's got to be out of the Evansville, Indiana camp of Kester.
Yes, it is.
Is it really?
That's Larry Legend on Footloose.
That's awesome.
You don't need
You can
feet,
always tell by the
but
cockpit.
That's cool.
Well, this is probably the hardest one of the whole group, but he still pulls.
Really?
And it's an odd one, but he's been at Bowling Green. In fact, I believe he's from Bowling Green.
Really? Okay. I'm going to get an O out of 3 on this test tonight, just so you
He's
know.
one of the oddest mini rods out there right now, but he's actually doing pretty good. And that one does have twin turbochargers on it. That gives you a hint.
I still don't understand why guys are trying this turbo thing. Every time I watch a mini or something with a turbo, it spins up too quick, and then they end up having to get off and get back on it. I just don't think it's gonna. I don't know.
is that
I'd
the
love to
Plum
see it,
Crazy
but-
team?
Yes, it is.
That's what I thought.
He actually had 2 of them there. Yeah, that is Mr. Gene Zellner with the one piece at a time. This one you'll never get because it's so blurry, but
is that the same? The rings in the background again.
it's
that
still in the
right?
background. It's still coming from the same side.
Okay.
This is a Pro Stock puller from Southern Indiana that's incredibly prolific.
Continue.
I'll take mustard seeds. What's yellow and is made of mustard seeds for 100? That's probably the easier one. I'll
Made
take.
of mustard seeds.
If you've never seen Celebrity Jeopardy on Saturday Night Live, Logan, you won't get that joke.
And yeah, in fact, this person is no longer with us either.
Oh.
Very, very recently. This is Mr. Don Masterson on the Tinker Toy.
Oh, no shit. That's
No
awesome.
shit. That's a, in
I
97,
never
was
got to
thinking
meet him.
Tinker
I
Toy.
never got to meet
That's
him.
a tough one. Just because of how
It's a cool
blurry it
picture,
is.
though.
But this one you probably won't get because it hasn't been a real truck for a while. This is actually Jeff Reitzel, a good friend of mine from Orion, Ohio. That back when this is a super modified four-wheel drive, he had called Hammer, but he was one of the first guys to run super modified four-wheel drives back in the day.
Nice.
If you remember a truck called the Saturday Night Driller is what his truck became. It was
Okay.
called the Honkin' Honk. He put a Chevy motor in a Dodge.
Ooh.
Called it the Honkin' Honk. But him and his son Ryan are really, really good pullers, to be honest. In fact, I got some inside information this weekend. We'll tell you about in just a second. Go
Don't
ahead.
tease me unless you're ready to please me.
Oh, you're gonna be pleased. I know you will be.
Hey, by the way, can I also say how much I miss compact trucks being compact trucks?
exactly.
Like I miss those days when you went to buy an S10 or a Ranger. It actually was a compact truck of a Silverado or an F-150. They didn't both look the same and have almost the same dimensions. Like I miss those days. I'm sorry, I'm the old man here, but
these are both S10s. So
yeah, that's awesome. I love those.
This was the STP truck, but it became the Lucky Strike of Ryan Reitzel.
Okay.
And it's not Ritzel, it's Reitzel.
Oh.
Okay. No matter how much the announcers butcher it. Not it was TPA. They figured it out a long time ago, but in the NTPA realm, even back in the day when I was watching this, they called him Ritzel, but he'd only been pulling for like maybe 5 years at that point.
Oh, okay.
So he wasn't that old at the time. This is actually the truck when he had it as just a modified truck. It tried to kill me one night. That's how I bonded with him. He was pulling indoors and had a Pontiac headed motor in it at the time, like I think Allen Root or Allen would have been it became an Alan Johnson motor later, but we did an indoor pull for pro shows, and we were sitting down. My brother and I were sitting at the end of the track, and he had a full pull down at the end of it. And since it was indoor, he hit fresh dirt or the lack of clay at the end of the track. So it hit high C, probably 10 grand at the end of the track. So it either lost a valve or spun something. So it was spewing little pieces of aluminum out of one of the headers, and they were igniting in the air above us. So we were being covered in alcohol, and there was shiny bits of metal igniting above us. So, and I told him about that a long time ago, but he's a really, really sweet dude. He won't admit it, but he is. This is you might not get this one right off the bat because it's the sister truck to a very famous one.
This is Randy's best friend Scuba, isn't it?
Scuba. Calls him Scuba.
Oh boy, what's his? It's not Steve Barker, is it?
No.
Doggone it.
This is back before. Well, this truck is still out there running OSTPA. Okay. It's changed hands twice since then. It went through these folks' son, and then I'm not sure if Patty and John are still. John's not around anymore. I know that, but
what year is this picture?
1997.
97. Okay.
Actually, this truck got painted red later, and went to the guy that runs Totally Fried, the modified. They had it was called Fire and Ice, and I believe that they owned it for a little while. But this is actually the Green Demon. This was the Bowden's second truck. You could tell by the headers that almost looked like Vini's headers. He was awesome about that. But you got your googly-eyed Studebaker.
Yeah.
But that was their second. Actually, they made this into a. They lengthened it out and called it the Super Stud. Later, it was an extended wheelbase one of the first, to be honest. So, but I think the next one is the next picture. A little further away, but shows the real deal that everybody knew. Hey, Logan. There you go.
There we go.
Ye old Studley Studebaker.
Holy cow.
Yeah, that's Studley Reloaded. In fact, he blew it out the end. You gotta know who this is.
I know this tractor. I think I do.
I would hope. Yes, it is the person you're thinking of.
Who was driving it at this point in time?
That was it. Since he's a smaller guy, I don't know if he could dismount quite as quick as he could now, but
was that one of the first cages? Because that's not
probably.
Yeah, it's not like a full. It's like your history more than I do, obviously. I'm just trying to look at that and go, and it's basically like it's like a roll bar, but not a full cage.
Yeah, it's Running Bear 4, just so you know.
Oh, okay.
Actually, I believe that sheet metal is your the Drunken Pumpkin. I believe it's on it now.
Okay.
But yeah, this is Jeff Hurt back in the day. In fact, the tractor that they bought right after that was actually at this pull as well. Dennis Johnson had it there, but it was like on its maiden voyage. When they had a white, they had one painted white that was also Running Bear. That I believe that tractor became Shag Nastier before it became Running Bear, the next version of Running Bear. There's a bunch of versions of Running Bear, to be honest, and continue to be, which is awesome.
That's cool.
Okay, this next,
two-wheel drive.
Two-wheel drive, and this person still pulls.
Really?
And it says
that's a kick-ass paint job. I love that paint job.
Is that Dan Walsh?
No. Close.
I saw the green, and I'm like, there's not too many green trucks out there.
You know who bought the Kodiak brand name from Jim Brockman back in the day? Because they bought the modified and one of the two-wheel drive trucks. In fact, he's probably paying the bills right now. This is Mr. David Richardson.
Oh,
wow!
In fact, he came in second.
Really?
Yep. That's one of the first ones he had, because they bought the modified that had the skull or the Kodiak logo on the front of it as well.
Where's Donald? Is Donald in the background? I just can't see him.
Oh, I bet he is there somewhere, but
yeah,
who knows? But yeah, I was shocked. I was like, I didn't know David bought it that soon. But 97, I guess.
That's cool.
This one will, I if it's not the last one, we'll segue into it.
It is the last one.
This one is called Good Vibrations, and it was owned by his last name was Kerr, and it became a very famous truck. In fact, that truck, it's got the same body on it, a lot of the same body work on it, but I know the chassis has been tweaked pretty well to make it even better. It actually won the ring at Bowling Green last year.
Really?
Believe it or not. And the cab is a dead giveaway. That's a good segue too.
It is beyond me.
Yeah. If you go to the in the next group of things, there is a green truck called At It Again.
Not that one. That one was
not that one.
That's the Heilman clan. They're actually leading the Region 2 points right now.
That is a beautiful truck. We'll stick there for a second. That is a beautiful piece.
Yeah, that. Everybody around there are all or the Seitz family. But yeah, he's killing it right now. He's really doing well. But you have that Heilman lineage. You know, there was a Buckeye Hooker 1 that was a modified back in the day. And then you had, of course, Ohio Thunder and Old Red and the Heilmans from Rockford, Ohio. I mean, I forget what the son's name is right off the top of my head. Lucas Heilman is like, he's either son or grandson of one of the Heilman brothers. So it's in the blood completely.
Yep. Here's that green truck.
Oh, you passed it. Go back. There we go.
Yeah, this is actually Jeff Reitzel's truck, but Ryan's been driving it for him because Dad's he's having some health issues and stuff, and he doesn't get around as well as he could. But this is the same truck as that last one was. It's still a seat cab. The bodywork has been changed on it. It's a gorgeous truck, to be honest. And there is the Lucky Strike is right behind it in line. And I got to talk to them. This is on their second hook of the year. And they are basically barnstorming. They're gonna be at BG this year, and they're gonna try to win the ring again.
Nice.
Because they were online looking for fuel. I was like, yeah, you gonna do what I think you're gonna do? He goes, yeah. And actually, I talked to him for a minute before. This was Marysville, Ohio, and I went around and took pictures of quite a few things. And I saw that they were there. Went and said hi to his dad, and said hi to Ryan. He goes, I'm not worried about this pole. We're just getting ready for another one. And I was like, I know where you're going. So, and they are good enough. He actually came in with you guys actually probably have seen the modified tractor that Ryan owned. Chase Smith, the outclassed light modified.
Oh, okay.
That tractor they built, he actually came within 5 feet of winning Bowling Green with it, with 3 engines on it. And actually the third engine was borrowed from the Sullivans. And they had 5 hooks or something like that. When it was light unlimited.
Yeah.
And it was one of the classes like that. But they reset the sled on him. And it just, yeah, he came back and he still came close, but it was hot and they only, he could only drop like 3 places.
I would think if you get off the line quick enough and you just get your wheel speed up to where it needs to be, you still would have a chance with only 3 engines. It's just a matter of getting off the line quick enough, getting up the wheel speed and the forward momentum, and then finding the right spot in the track. I mean, that's...
And it was, it's 3 Minor Brothers engines. It's not like there was any slouch.
Yeah.
But it was one of the first ones to put that on it. And it is actually the rear blower hat still had the on the back side it said Tonka on it.
Oh,
like
cool.
On the Sullivans. And I was like, I know where you borrowed that from. He goes, yeah, they let us have one to see what we could do with it. And I was like,
that's cool.
They are pullers through and through. And the only reason they're not out doing as much right now is just because the kids are in softball and different things, and they just don't get out as much. Farman's full time, and there's only a couple of them. Him, actually, the gentleman that's standing there in the black shirt, that is actually Fritz Brick. He actually was a puller back in the day too. He's Ryan's right-hand man, to be honest. So cool. And there's the current Lucky Strike. He sold that truck off, and then he bought it back a couple years ago. So, but that is a multiple time OSTPA winner. It's pulled and regional NTPA winner as well.
Nice.
So just they just have their ducks in a row no matter what they do. I love them. This one I took because I loved what it said on the side. Whiskey tastes like the tears of the enemy.
It can.
I could get. Actually, the Reitzel's truck has the best saying I've ever seen on the back of a truck or a pulling vehicle. It says on the back of it, "Wide open until you see God, then lift." It's just amazing. This is actually Scott Doty. I found out they had the Legend Series tractors there, so I had to take some pictures of them with the Heartbreaker. But they had the Legend Series tractors there, and I thought they stopped. But
I think they just stopped at BG. I don't know if they stopped entirely.
I guess that I talked to him for a minute, and a couple of the other tractors. I think the rest of these are quite a few of those are all Legend Series tractors, which I would love to see more of. I know of a couple. Yeah, there's the front of it. It says
that's cool.
But yeah, I've seen that. We've seen that in the Bowling Green.
Yeah, Nancy's Nightmare. NTPL. If you take a look at those things, that one there is so down in the weeds.
I love that.
A tank engine on it.
I love that.
With a cock shut, but that's all of those are from back in the day.
Yeah.
They are not, refurbished, but there's another Nancy's Nightmares, how low that thing is in that chassis. That somebody had, pulled out of a barn and restored. And Jerry's Toys, that was a super stock from back in the day. Actually, I talked to the guy with the Jerry's Toys shirt on there. Talked to him for a minute. But I know I've seen that at Bowling Green as well. And a couple other places. That's it's an odd one. That kickstart my heart. I took a picture of that one because that used to be the Bean Bandit.
Oh.
Of Dick McPherson's son. That was the chassis was underneath that. In fact, that's Marshall Foles that drives that in NDPA regionals. But he bought that from Dick McPherson and actually helped Dick when he was almost done do some things to help him out, get electronics figured out in some of his stuff. So
I love that picture too. That's a great picture.
Yeah, that's called Mother's Worry.
What motors are those though? What V8 is that? I can't tell.
Blocks they look like.
Yeah, they're big block Dodges, I believe.
Oh, okay. That's sweet.
So, and that's another. It's a extended cock shut. The cock shut rear ends were bulletproof in those things. They said they would almost hold 3 big blocks.
Really?
Almost.
Wow.
So
almost, but not.
Yeah, they would hold up for a few pulls and then they'd have to change stuff out.
Oh.
So.
Well, there you go.
Nice.
That was this week's edition of Killing Time with Chris. Stu, before we round this episode out, pushing an hour and a half here, what do you got for us on this weekend's edition of What's Stewing with Stu?
Well, this week's a little bit of an old man stew, not surprising. The one thing I wanted to ask everybody about, and I wanted you guys' opinion on this, is the polling-related question I have this week. Very simple. How late do you guys think food vendors should stay open when the poll goes into the evening? Now, do you guys expect, because this is just, I want you guys' opinion on this. That's why I want to ask people, and they can comment in. Do you expect all the food vendors, at least the big main ones, to stay open up until the last polling vehicle goes down the track? So as people are walking out, going out the parking lot, going home, if they're not, let's say, camping, right? If there's an event that has a campsite, the campground, do you expect those vendors to stay open as you're leaving to buy something on the way home? Or do you already expect them to be closed, a half hour, 30 minutes before that last vehicle goes down the track? What's your thoughts on that? I think they should stay open until the last vehicle goes down because it's money in their pocket. As you're walking out, they want to buy more of your product, right? I mean, I know they have to, they're tired. They've had a long day. They want to clean, tear down, whatever. But I think that they would stay open until that last vehicle goes down as people are leaving, the arena, leaving the grandstands, whatever, that they buy something on the way out. What do you guys think on that?
I think they should. So if it was me and I had a food truck or a vendor, I would at least stay open until everybody cleared out of the grandstand.
Okay.
That makes more sense to me. Now, I mean, I've never been a food vendor, but I know it's depressing when you do get out and there's nothing open and you've been sitting in stands for the last 2 hours and you're probably hungry.
Yes.
Because I'm not one of those guys that walks away. There's really no intermission for me. I never stop. So
yeah. And I'm sure pullers too, pullers too maybe want to grab something, part of the crew or whatever, especially if something's broken, they're fixing on something, they don't want to get the grill out and start having to cook stuff at midnight or 1 a.m. What do you think, Logan?
It definitely, if stuff was open, just 5-10 minutes after the poll. I know, and it's wildly variable. When does a poll actually get over?
Yeah.
But that last little bit to go and just have a place to get a bite to eat. And that brings up something that I've heard through my travels this week is kind of a staple of the Bowling Green campground was we had some wood-fired pizza.
Fire in the Hole.
Mr. Fire in the Hole was there.
That's the name of the company, yeah, and they're amazing. Like they have like I want to say it's 2 crews they're open 24 hours a day. They have 2 crews, one sleeps while the other one's working, and then they have multiple trucks that will come and replenish their supplies in the middle of the night, right? But they are open 24 hours from Wednesday through Sunday. I think they close at maybe 4 or 5 a.m. But yeah, they're open basically from Wednesday through Sunday, 24 hours a day. And right next to them is the ice trailer, trailer, but like the ice stand. You can buy bags of ice. And there might be a food vendor. A couple of years ago, there was a burrito lady, but then last year and the year before, she wasn't there. Then there was a lady that had turkey sandwiches, and I bought one every day. And then last year, she wasn't there. But Fire in the Hole Pizza, those guys are amazing. And it's a 24-hour thing. But that's only in the campground. So, like, they have a Fire in the Hole Pizza trailer up front, by the grandstands on the south side, the north side. But I just don't know. I should actually ask them what time they close that location. But yeah, that's a staple, Logan, in the campground. You're going to see this year when you come is that everybody goes to get pizza. And I S-word you not, 4 a.m, there will still be a line of people getting pizza. Now, at that point, sometimes people get they have the blueberry pizza. They take pie filling and they put it on and they bake it and they put the strudel on after, and they take like blueberry, cherry, strawberry, whatever. Some people at that point in the night, you're tipsy. You want a dessert pizza. You don't want necessarily a meat pizza or a pepperoni. But yeah, dude, they're 24 hours in the campground and they love it. I know the guy. I don't want to say his name, obviously, that owns it, but I'd asked him a couple years ago. I said, "How much do you gross between the one up front and the one out here in the campground?" And I don't remember the exact number he told me, but gross sales, it was something in the 6 digits. 6 digits for just from Wednesday through Sunday. Yeah, 6 digits. Now that's gross, not net, but still,
that's a lot.
Yeah. And well, you got to figure they do a pizza. They can do. I want to say it's 4 every 90 seconds. So their actual oven is kind of shaped like a turtle shell. Yeah. So they're brick oven pizza, and they put them in, and then you can see them while they cook them. Like they leave the the screen, like or not screen, but like the metal door open, right? So you can see them while they're cooking. Because what you do is you buy a box. The boxes, I believe, are like $1, and then you can reuse the box. And if you get 10 stamps, then you get a free pizza. They put these little stamps on them. But basically the pizzas range anywhere from starting, in the 14, 16 range. But you figure you can do, let's say $15, right? Let's just hypothetically put it out there. $15 times 4 every 90 seconds. Do the math. And they're nonstop all day, all night. Like it's crazy. I go get a shower at 6, 7 in the morning. I waddle by with my backpack and my flip flops because they're right around the corner from the shower trailer and stuff. And people are still there because they also sell cinnamon buns and they sell breakfast stuff there too. So yeah, like it's insane what they do.
Did some quick math too, and I mean, if you're making 6 digits off of a pizza place, you're selling north of 7,000 pizzas.
Yeah,
a weekend,
and they're the nicest. They're the nicest, friendliest people, but like you can tell by like Friday, they're tired. Like they're all tired. They're burnt out. They're they get sleep, but yeah, like they do a fantastic job and they're so nice. But yeah, like so the campground, they're open 24 hours a day. The one up front, I don't know. So that's some of my just thoughts. I think a food vendor, if it's by an event that maybe doesn't necessarily have a campground, obviously not like Bowling Green, but I think they should say, like you said, 15 minutes or so past the last vehicle that goes down the track, so people can buy food on the way out, or the pullers and their families can buy something there, and they don't have to restart their grill up in the middle of the night, just to eat something. So yeah. That's kind of my thoughts on that. So
at least some tacos or some fair fries, something.
Yeah. And coming up during Bowling Green week, I don't want to talk about it right now. Obviously, we've got 2 more weeks, but on the show 2 weeks from now, I'm going to break down all my favorite foods and must-see go-tos, from everything from Fire in the Hole Pizza to Mike's Cheese Shack, the deep fried curds, to the burrito lady, to the Stromboli people, to et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. The shredded chicken sandwiches are amazing. Oh my God, they're so good. If you've never had an Ohio shredded chicken sandwich, Logan, you were missing out in life. Yeah, Chris will tell you.
Yes. Just say yes.
They're amazing, and they're like $3. So you go up and you're like, "Can I have 10?" And they literally have this giant crock pot, and they're just 2 or 3 ladies in there, and they're making them as fast as they can. But no, the other thing I want to talk about real quick in my old man segment here, and we'll wrap up because I know everybody's tired. But I went to Walmart the other day to shop for pillows, and I want to know, this is stupid, but this is my old man thing, non-pulling related. Are you a lie on your back sleeper? You side sleeper? Me, for some reason I can only sleep when I'm flat on my back. I can't sleep on the side of my pillow. So that was my thing, is where do people like to sleep? But I will say this, going to Walmart is a zoo, and I love going there. It's always entertaining. But the best thing I love about it, and people can send me hate messages if they want, but sometimes I feel a little low, and I think I'm a 2 or a 3. And as soon as I walk into Walmart, I instantly realize I'm a 6 or a 7. Like, I love that about Walmart. As soon as I walk in the door, I feel better about me. I just kind of look around. I'm like, hey, how are you doing? People know me this, that, but I'm just like, man, like, I'm doing pretty good. Like, I'm not as fat as I think I was. I'm not, walking with as bad of a limp or whatever it might be. I feel better about me when I go into Walmart. I don't get that same feeling when I go into Meijer or Kroger or anywhere else. For some reason, Walmart, I get a bump in my self-esteem when I go in there. I don't know if you guys ever experienced that, but for me, I love going to Walmart, and I love the people that work there and the people that I know that are shopping there. But I always feel better when I go into Walmart. I don't know why that is, but just saying.
I agree.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is about the place. Because, like, I'll go to Dollar General, and I still feel like a 2 or a 3, or Dollar Tree or one of the value stores, right? But, man, when I go into Walmart, I was like, man, I'm not a 2. I'm actually a 6 or a 7. Like, I'm feeling good about me today. I didn't even shave. I didn't put extra gel in my hair. I'm looking good. I'm feeling good. I'm walking tall. So anyway, that was my point. But yeah, I don't know. What do you guys do are you a flat pillow guy? Are you a side pillow guy? Like, how does that work? Am I crazy because I can only sleep when it's flat? Like, I'm laying down flat? I don't know.
I'm a side pillow guy.
Okay.
I don't know. Half the time I'm too tired to think about it, and I just lay down and wake right back up. So.
Yeah,
you just pass out. Yeah.
Sit there and flop around all night, and you end up not pointing the direction you started, and all your blankets are on the floor, and everything's a mess when you wake up.
No, I agree. I ended up on my floor the other day, and I don't know how. Like, I literally fell off, or I went to take a pee in the middle of the night or something, one of my diabetic pees, and I think I just passed out on the actual floor. Like, I never made it back to where the pillow and the blankets were. I literally woke up, and I'm like, why am I on the floor? Did I have a stroke and not know it? I'm waking up, and I'm like, why am I? You know what I mean? Like, but well, yeah, I have to have a flat pillow. Now, at Bowling Green, let's be fair, like, there's no sleep anyway, so it doesn't matter where I go. If I'm in my truck, I put my head back. Nothing works anyway. But, yeah, no, I just thought of that, and I thought, man, I had to shop for a couple pillows for the camper, and I thought, man, I feel better by going into Walmart. I don't know. Maybe I'm glad Chris backed me up on that a little bit. Logan, you're obviously a younger, better-looking guy than I am, but maybe you don't have that issue yet. But as you get older, you're going to go into Walmart later in life and go, man, I'm doing pretty good. I feel better about myself. So just saying.
I don't go to Walmart enough as it is, but
the most interesting I've ever seen in Walmart, we were in Oklahoma City at a Walmart, and I turned around and I heard spurs jingling across the floor. And there was these two ladies that were obviously at horses or something, and they had cowboy boots and spurs on, walking down through there, just ching, ching, ching. And I was just like, wow, I've never seen that in my life. Not in Walmart. I mean, obviously on a farm or at a rodeo, but they were obviously rodeo girls of some kind, and I was just like, well, that's odd. So, but yeah, I've only been to Oklahoma City one time, and you want hot. That's hot. That's about as hot a place. When you go into the Bass Pro Shop here, cool off, that's hot.
We've got Bert piping in here, the other comrade to the show that's been on a little bit of a vacation here the past couple weeks. How about Target?
No. You feel like a 1.
Yeah, Target's weird because, like, people go into Target, like, I don't know what it is, but, like, when you go into Walmart, at least for me, if I'm going in something clothing-wise or shoe-related, I'm going right to that particular, like, buy that shirt or buy that pair of jeans or buy that pair of shoes, and then I get out of that area. Target seems like people just wander within the clothing area for hours, and I don't know why. Like, why are you wandering? Do you know what you're looking for? Oh, no, I'm just shopping. I'm just looking around. It's like, okay, well, I know what I want, so get the hell out of my way. I'm tired of going around Z's when I could have a straight line. And okay, now I'm going off topic. But yeah, like Target's weird. Like people just kind of wander in Target for hours in the clothing area. And I never got that. Now, Target used to have, Chris, correct me wrong, didn't they used to have really good food in Target a few years ago before COVID, and then they kind of closed them?
Yeah, they had a little place.
They had like hot dogs spinning on the rack and a couple like nachos with
like
chips and cheese.
Sam's Club had better, but
yeah, Sam's Club.
Actually, Meyer had a really good little restaurant.
Yeah. But yeah, no, that's a good question with Target. I just, Target's a weird one for me, but it's like, you're going to laugh at me at this one, you guys, but like Costco, I'm overwhelmed by Costco. I'm a big guy, but I don't need a 5-gallon tub of mayo. Like I love mayo. I don't need a 5-gallon tub of mayo.
5-gallon bucket of nacho cheese.
Yeah, and I love cheese, but I don't need a 5-gallon bucket of nacho cheese. I don't need all these frozen steaks in massive quantity. I mean, they do have ice cream cakes, but I feel overwhelmed when I go to Costco because it's almost too much for me. The size and the quantities of these things, it's too much for me.
Take it home and repackage it. It's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, but you know me, like, dude, I don't do portions. So like when I open up a package at home, I eat the whole package. So like when I open up an ice cream container, I don't put it in a bowl. I just put it on my belly. It sits right here. It's perfectly, and then it's the perfect level right where the spoon goes in my mouth. Like I don't put stuff in bowls anymore. When I eat cans of soup, people make fun. Like if I make soup, I make my own homemade soup, right? I have a giant crock pot. I make the noodles, put it in the chicken, vegetables, cut that stuff all up. But if I'm buying cans of like Campbell's chicken noodle soup, the big cans, I just drain a little bit of fluid out and eat it right out of the can. I don't even heat it up. It's just extra work. Maybe I'm just that fat and lazy, but yeah, like when I go shopping, Costco is just overwhelming for me. But the one thing I do like about grocery stores, I'm getting way off topic here now, but is I love a grocery store that has a deli that they have samples already out on the top. I hate asking for samples because they have to put it in the meat slicer and they cut, and I don't like it when something else. We used to have a place up here in Maumee, Toledo called Anderson's. Now they still do grain elevator stuff, but Anderson's General Store used to have the best deli and bakery. And Tuesdays was the day you didn't go because that was senior day, and the seniors don't eat. They just go to Anderson's and they get filled all day, and that's what they would do. But then they would go home. But other than that, you could go there and they would have samples all along the counter, all along, all day. And that was great. But yeah, no, Target, I don't know why people meandering around the clothing aisle forever. Like toy area, they go in, they go out. The pharmacy, they go, that area, they go in, they go out. Clothing, just kind of wander and push in their carts. And I'm like, do you have nothing better to do? Do you not have a job? Do you not have to go mow your lawn, laundry, doing dishes, take care of the dog? Like, am I this not sensitive? Get what you need and get the hell out. What are you doing meandering around Target? So, yeah, that's Bert. That's what I feel about Target. But no, if I want to feel better about myself, I just go into Walmart. So,
well, there you go.
I agree.
Yeah.
What a phenomenal segment, Darren.
Yeah, we went way.
A great show here.
Yeah.
So anyway. Well, as for myself, that's all I've got. Chris, Stu, you got anything to round out this show with?
Listen, thank you for everybody that's watching. Please make sure you go to a pull this weekend. Continue to grow the sport. Enjoy life. You're here for a reason. God put us on this earth to enjoy life and enjoy tractor pulling. So live for today. Tomorrow's not guaranteed.
All righty. Well, and we'll catch you back here next Monday, 7 Central, 8 Eastern, for another phenomenal show.
Peace.
Let's Grow Pulling.
When the power hits the track, GMS is behind it. Family owned, built in Butler County, Ohio, trusted worldwide. GMS delivers the good stuff. Oil primer pumps, diamond forgings, darkened sleeves, precision bearings, and piston rings. From rods to complete front drive assemblies, we've got it covered. Led by Brett Payne and backed by a skilled crew, GMS is more than a machine shop. We're your pulling partner. GMS, solid parts, reliable service, built for the long haul.
Get top quality truck parts, as well as expert application information about tractor pulling and clutch assembly, from our professionals in Waynesburg, Kentucky. Call Kenny's today.
Contact Corsa today and ask about their pullers packages that give you all the information you need to know about your engine.
Extreme Performance and Tire Cutting in Rock Valley, Iowa gives their customers the most competitive edge possible. Be supreme. Buy Extreme.
Lincoln Diesel Specialties offers high-quality diesel performance products and services for various models of trucks. Check them out online.
The Pullers Championship is presented by a team of people with a commitment to the sport of pulling and a need to give back to the sport they love. The Pullers Championship was not created to be exceptional. It was created to be the exception.